Am I the for telling my girlfriend that she needs to learn when to shut the f up? One of the other kids said something about how he wanted to be rich. My niece, out of nowhere, blurted out that she couldn't be rich because she's an N-word. I was, oh, yeah, I know. This one is titled, How My Brother Peed on His Kid. My toilet has one of those air freshener things installed that makes the water blue when you flush. So he sticks his hand into the toilet, into the stream of crystal blue pee, and yanks the air freshener out of the toilet bowl, causing blue pee to cascade all around the bathroom. My 14-year-old son cannot wipe properly. First day I did laundry, I gagged and almost puked from his underwear. I talked to him about it and he said he would make an effort to do a better job. Nope, no change in the situation. I told him he has a choice of either using the bidet or washing his own underwear. He started going commando.
It's honestly so genius.
Yo. The f***? Guys, welcome back to the last drop. Number one podcast on OnlyFans. Make sure to subscribe. And if this is like your second or third podcast, maybe leave a review. Does that mean how we feeling today, baby?
I'm feeling good. I just watched The Menu last night.
You a little hard?
After that movie, no.
But are you a little hard right now?
No.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
How was the movie?
It was good. Have you ever seen?
No, I haven't, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. I won't dive in it too much though, but it's
watch
it's on HBO Max. This is them sponsoring me to say this. It's really good.
Yeah, this podcast is much about HBO Max. I do want to watch it. Have you heard of The Last of Us? I've heard it's really good.
Yes, I have.
I want to watch it so bad. But we got really quick before I want to bring back because I have a question for you. We got a little pee-pee boy today.
Little pee-pee boy.
Yeah, little pee-pee boy.
Yeah.
But told from a girl's perspective. All right. This one is titled How My Brother Peed on His Kid.
How my brother peed on his kid.
Nice.
I hope it's like super simple. Like, yeah, the kid just walked in front of me peeing.
No. It's pretty complex.
Just
but
pissed all over him.
It's absolutely worth it.
The kid walked in front of me and I didn't stop.
You know what? My kid wouldn't shut the fuck up, so I just peed on him.
Yeah. The end.
The fucking end. Yesterday, I got a visit from my brother and his two little boys. At one point, my brother excuses himself to go to the bathroom, and of course, his boys want to go with him. My brother got to the bathroom and put one son on each side of him to go pee if they needed to. The father himself begins to shake hands with his wife's best friend and lets it rip. The boy on his left side follows suit, while the boy on the right is mesmerized.
Did she just refer to, like, his dick as his wife's best friend?
Absolutely, she did.
Amazing. Just want to make sure I caught that right.
The boy on his left side follows suit, while the boy on the right is mesmerized by what appears to be a clear blue liquid erupting from the edge of the toilet. My toilet has one of those air freshener things installed that makes the water blue when you flush.
Oh my God.
My brother naturally using this blue water contraption as an aiming device, causing... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. They typed it wrong. My brother naturally used this blue water contraption as an aiming device, causing his stream of golden pee to turn crystal blue. The boy was curious and decided he wants to examine this magic ball from which blue liquid is pouring. So he sticks his hand into the toilet, into the stream of crystal blue pee, and yanks the air freshener out of the toilet bowl, causing blue pee to cascade all around the bathroom. So his kid just goes, ah! It's like Thanos with the Infinity Stone. He's like, I have all the power.
Blue just dripping down his arm. And once you start peeing, like stopping it's not that easy.
No. Well, my brother, in shock, quickly bows down to grab the magic blue ball from his son, but was still peeing. So when he leaned down to grab the magic blue ball from one son, he somehow twisted to the left, causing a stream of golden pee to perfectly arc onto his youngest son, who's still peeing into the toilet from his left side. The youngest son, already covered in blue pee from the first incident, now stands covered in two different colors of pee, while the father rips the magic ball of air freshening from the other son and puts it back onto the toilet. Moments later, they emerge from the bathroom. My brother comes out of the bathroom door, pants still around his ankles, his hands covered in blue, and with a look of pure disbelief on his face. The oldest of his kids, also with blue hands, is laughing like a madman, enjoying it to the fullest, while the youngest boy is silently crying from within the bathroom, where he sits on the floor, still covered in his father's pee.
Oh my God.
And that is how his son got a piss kink.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
What a horrible, just like fucking like chain of events.
You know he's bringing that up at that kid's wedding.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's just like a domino effect of just horrible things. I feel like his wife, like he like walks out of the bathroom and like I don't know if his wife was there or not, but like she just sees and like understands what happened. It's just like, why are my boys like this? Fellers, we got to get this together.
Come on, guys. Why are you all pithy? Like
this is my fucking dream team. Like, come on.
this is my lineage continued.
Yeah.
Just all three of them.
This is my Avenger squad.
I think the pants around the ankle part is what like hit me hard.
Oh, absolutely.
Like she I don't know why. That's just so funny. Like already managing two boys is tough enough, and just like I think I would just have to be like, you know what? I need an extra beer tonight. If I came out with both of my sons covered in piss, including probably myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is such a wholesome story.
I love it.
I
love it.
Oh my God.
Guys, if you have funny little
better than that.
Guys, if you have any little pee-pee, little poo-poo boy stories, send them in. We'd love to read them. We'll keep them anonymous. Or we can give you a shout out. I don't know if you want people to know that you pee or poop your pants. That's cool, I guess.
Works for me.
Mr. Gem Daddy, so you watched the menu. I was thinking about this, and so I want to bring it up. Expensive food. What are your thoughts? Because I was listening to a couple people talk about how they love eating at like those fancy restaurants. That's like it's like $200 a dish.
Yeah.
But then the dishes come out and it's like a fucking piece of Wagyu steak smaller than two of my fingers on it, and then they're like, here's a $200 bill plus tip plus probably the expensive drinks. I hate those places.
Yeah.
I think they're stupid. I would much rather like go to a place where I'm not going to leave hungry.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point.
Yeah. Well, what was the line in the movie? It was like, don't eat, like savor, like enjoy, like experience. It was like this whole thing. But I think that those restaurants, like, you're paying for the experience. You're paying to like for flavor. You're paying, which you can get in other places, but like you're really paying for those things. And like I guarantee you, like that food is probably phenomenal. It's just there's not a lot of it. But I think it's like time and place. Like obviously don't go there if you're like starving.
True.
Like go there if you want to have like a really like fun night, experience food that you've probably never really eaten before that you've made for yourself. But usually too, those are like, you want to get a bunch of like, there's apps. There's you can actually do like apps, main course, dessert. Drinks.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know. The whole point of eating, like, I get it. It's for some people, it's an experience,
and it's kind of an art. Yeah, it's
sure.
Honestly, this movie talks about this a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah, it kind of does.
I mean, I just like, if we're going back to like the roots, right, bro? Like, they weren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't like people were eating to survive, and I get it. We're like past that, but it's just like not. It just seems pointless to me. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where like. Is it actually an experience, or is it built up to be an experience in our head and like founded in society, right?
But that's what an experience is. Like,
okay,
we're doing everything for nothing. But like, if you find value and importance in it, and like makes you like change your perspective, that's an experience for you. Like, we're like, you could go to like a beautiful forest and like, wow, this was like an insane experience. You know, I saw nature. I was like almost attacked by a bear. Like my life changed forever. Like I shit in a bag all day. Like it was, you know, life changing. Someone else could do that and be like, yeah, that's like a normal day. Like it wasn't really a crazy experience for me.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's just not your.
It's one thing though. Like if you make that decision yourself, it's another thing. If like I look at it kind of similar to like Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, like there's no fucking like. thing from a higher being that's saying this Valentine's Day is like the most important. It's just like this thing that we made up, and that honestly I feel like big corporations just try to kick the shit out of so that they can make more money. Like it's a really easy way for some companies to make money. And we all, like, since we're young, build it into this, like, big thing.
Yeah.
But, like, in reality, it's not. You're right. It is an experience. But, like, it's not a necessary experience. That's what I'm talking about is, like, the food thing isn't a necessary experience.
But if you want to, like, if you're a foodie who wants to, like, experience food at, like, a higher level, there are places you can go to find that.
But I'd argue that not a lot of those people are, like, doing it to be a foodie. Like, I'm thinking, like, Nobu, right? Like, the influencers go to Nobu so that they can make an Instagram post about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think some
they're
people.
not foodies. They don't actually they can't actually, like, taste
But,
the
like, we
difference
just
or
might not
appreciate
know
the
about
food.
these. Like, yes, there's always going to be, like, someone doing it for, like, Instagram. But, like, I think there's definitely, like, foodies out there. Like,
probably,
that we don't even, like, know about, who are, like, yeah, I don't need to, like, tweet about this to make it,
Someone's going to be watching this, like, yeah, that's, like, a broke man's, like, fucking opinion. Like, sure,
no,
man.
But,
I just
no, but I get it. Like, some people, like, there are, like, downsides, and there are, like, obviously, like, spending a lot of money isn't always something people are interested in for, you know, certain things. So
what are some
it's
dumb
like,
things that we spend money on? Like, that you think,
what's something dumb that, like, you will spend a lot of money on, I think is the question.
Ooh,
like,
that's a great question.
like, what's, like, yeah, like, when I do this, like, I go hard for no reason.
I mean, I've been doing sports
like,
betting.
not
That's
to be,
pretty fucking
yeah, but, like, not
stupid.
to be, like, I'm not trying to call you out.
No.
I'm not calling you out, but, like,
Call me out, baby.
like,
Hurt my feelings right
like,
now.
expensive clothing isn't, like, your thing. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
love
that's very
thrifting
true.
stuff.
I do.
So, like, in that sense, like, you don't, like, put, like, you wouldn't spend a bunch of money on clothes because you, like, find your own clothes that have been, like, repurposed.
Exactly.
Whereas,
that's
like,
very true.
I don't know. I'm trying to think what I spend a lot of money on. Drinking. Fuck. Must. But
Fair enough.
What
I mean,
did
shit, man. We in our bowling league. We've already spent, like, I think we tallied it. It's like
Yeah.
$500 on beer, like,
Yeah.
combined
Yeah.
between all of us. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah. So maybe it is like spending time with friends. You will put, like, dollars towards that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that. But for some people, it's like, let me go to this restaurant and, like, this chef who's, like, won a bunch of awards and like blah, 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 like, I want to experience his dishes. But there's definitely people who go there just for clout, as anything.
Yeah. I don't know.
There are people who buy Lambos because, like, they're actually really cool cars that, you know, like, won awards and, like, have all these, like, you know, different new things that other cars don't have. But there's always someone who's an influencer who buys a Lambo because you can.
Because they can. Yeah, I guess
really
you
give
can
a
make
shit
that
about
argument
cars.
about everything. Like, an expensive car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a cool shaped car that they've done really good marketing for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing. Well, I guess it goes really fast, but, like, there's not. Odds are, the cost of making that car is probably, like.
But not everything's
probably
just like
jacked
there
up.
are things that are, like, not just there are good things that are, like, are worth a lot of money, not because they're marketed to be, like.
I mean, the margins on those sports cars must be crazy. There's no. I'm actually curious.
Sports cars? I don't know. Depending
there's-
on which one you're talking, like,
I mean, how much is, like, a Lambo? Like $300K?
yeah.
There's no way that it doesn't cost more than, I would venture to say, $100K to make that.
But it still costs $100K to make it.
Fair, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like $20K.
So, like, it's still something that,
Let's
and,
look it
like,
up.
they're using, like, they're not just, like, using, like, the same materials or, like, the same as, like, a Toyota Camry. Like, they're putting more effort into the car to the things that they would like to justify that value.
Oh, here we go. It's on Reddit. You know they got the right answer.
Fuck
then.
yeah. But no, there are things that, like, there are definitely things that are marketed in phenomenal ways to get them to sell, to get you to buy, that are garbage. There are also things that are marketed in phenomenal ways because they're actually really good at what they're being sold for.
Oh, and maybe car's a bad example because apparently this
Trying to
thread's
think,
going
like,
into like
what's a good example of something that's, like, marketed that we all, like, not like kind of like we all, like, have or know of that just sucks, that, like, you just shouldn't, like.
that you shouldn't spend like any money on.
Yeah.
But we still continue to spend money on it.
Yeah.
I mean, some like housing.
Gas, like for your
That's
car.
fair, but I
like,
mean, you kind of need it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it's not like there's an alternative to gas.
there kind of is. There's electric cars.
Yeah, but Okay, yeah, but like typically
I feel like in that case scenario,
Yeah.
like accessibility isn't there.
there's still a barrier. Like I wouldn't get an electric car right now because the electric cars still kind of suck. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be one thing if the electric cars were as
Yeah.
good as
Yeah, if they could stack up. I mean, like, I wouldn't get an electric car right now because, like, the infrastructure, in my opinion, is not there to, like, which is, I think I'm just kind of being an asshole about this, but, like, if I wanted to go to, like, Texas and I had an electric car, like,
it would be hard.
I would have
more
to,
what
like,
I mean.
I'd have to figure it. Like, I'd have to, like, figure out where I'm
I
stopping.
mean, you have to charge it for like an hour.
But also,
and- yeah,
when do I go to Texas regularly from Minnesota?
Never.
Just so happens to be, like, once.
Yeah, but it's not like.
But, like, in a city, like, there's no problem.
But you don't
finding.
even have to think about that with a gas car.
Yeah.
So it's like
convenience. Yeah.
But
Trying
yeah,
to
I think
think,
it's
a
gonna
product-
be totally worth it to buy electric car. In
A
like 5
product
years.
that is marketed really well that is just a fucking hunk of shit.
Unless we can.
Can we talk about like influencers? Like probably some of them.
Well, yeah, that's a given though. That's just like, and that's the thing too. It's all preference. Like some of those influencers, you can argue are just like they don't actually bring any value, but at the end of the day, like they do because people watch them. For whether it's just because they're
And,
pretty.
like,
or
what are
not.
we defining value as?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we're just spinning in circles on this.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for everything for and against. I feel like. I was just wondering what your
You're gonna
take
make
was.
an argument for Hitler? What?
Oh my god.
Sarby likes.
Yeah, let's get canceled real
Yeah.
quick. So you gonna take Kanye's side or mine? Like,
Yeah. Quick question.
Quick question. Let's move on here. Let's go into one of the topics that I got for today. Oh, that's the wrong sheet. So,
Press me with questions. I'm here
bro,
for
I'm
answers.
down. We're gonna get into some because okay. So by the way, for your guys' knowledge, like we're recording this 3 weeks before. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks before this podcast is supposed to go out.
Yeah.
Because Zemi's going to Houston. I'm gonna come visit later, and we'll kind of catch up on podcasts there. But you know, coming up with topics is hard. All right, guys, don't judge me. All right,
We put a lot of pressure here on Sarby.
we do. You do. We do put a lot. I put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah.
Though you know, so we got a couple of Am I the Assholes? Just because I feel like last time we did that, like it was fun. Like the ones that we chose were good. Also, the clips did pretty well. So here we are, being whores for numbers. Mainly just me. Zemi has no say in these. I just go, Zemi, you want to do Am I the Asshole? And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty honestly.
But I think this one's a good one. This one's Am I the Asshole for telling my girlfriend that she needs to shut the fuck up? Which is just a crazy line.
I feel like I try to usually answer these before we get into it. However, last time I did that, I was like kind of surprised at the story, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably the asshole.
But when I posted that clip everywhere, everyone agreed, like, yeah, she should not have let that. We're talking about, there was one that was like, am I the asshole for leaving a pregnant woman outside? Long story short, a lot of people were like, not the asshole. And you were saying, like, is the asshole should have let her in?
Yeah.
And everyone was, you were getting flamed a little bit. Not gonna lie.
I get it. Like, and honestly, in my defense, I would have reacted the same way. I'd been like, nah, hell no, like get the fuck out of my like stoop. But like in my heart of hearts, I'd hope that like maybe I would. But I also just think that story is fucking made up. Like there's just no way. Like that was too perfect.
I mean, even if it's not made up, like, who cares? You know, it's
Yeah.
just like for the. I'm sure a bunch of these are made up. But
yeah, I was like,
they're
there's just
still
no
fun. Like, it's
just no
fun.
way that could happen.
It's fun to just like dive into
Like
it. And see what
shitty dice
happens.
rolled. Like that's so shitty.
I don't know, man. Shitty shit happens.
Yeah,
Shitty
but
shit. Like stars aligning, shitty shit happens. All right.
too scripted for me. No
So,
way.
am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend that she needs to learn when to shut the fuck up, which is just aggressive?
I'm just gonna say yeah. I don't know.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
I, male 24, have been dating my girlfriend, female 23, for about 5 months. Every other month, my grandmother hosts a large family dinner with all my close relatives. She encouraged me to invite my girlfriend over for the dinner yesterday. For some context, my entire family and I are black, and my girlfriend is from a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant family. So she's white.
What does Anglo-Saxon mean?
I think just white as fuck.
Okay.
It's you might as well just put
Yeah.
it's from a white as fuck family.
Yeah.
I think the Protestant says that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty white of.
We were at the dinner, and I went to go hang out with my niece, female 7, who I'm very fond of, and the rest of the kids to play Monopoly. Excuse me. And the rest of the Monopoly. Who I'm very fond of, and the rest of the kids were playing Monopoly. My girlfriend tagged along. My niece was counting the play money to pass out to everyone, and one of the other kids said something about how he wanted to be rich and get all the $500 bills. My niece, out of nowhere, blurted out that she couldn't be rich because she's an N-word. I was, yeah, I know, crazy. My niece, excuse me, I was.
What?
Well, here we go. I was totally taken aback and asked her who told her that. Apparently, some bully at school said that to her on career day when they were sharing dream jobs, and she said she wanted to be a rich president. So
wait. So run this back.
So basically,
Who?
They were playing Monopoly.
Who? I kind of blacked out here.
The niece was playing Monopoly
Okay.
with the family dinner, and the niece, 7 years old,
Of like
said
this
that
couple we just talked about?
yes.
Okay. The niece, so like isn't that like
No, it's a niece of a random stranger.
No, but like what I'm saying is like is it like the brother? Is it the dad's sister? Because that's the dad's or like the dad's side niece or the mom's side niece?
What?
Because like a niece is like my niece. Wouldn't that be like my sister's daughter?
It is the guy in the scenario, the
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's his family, so it's his niece.
Okay. That's what I was asking. Like
Well,
the dad's
he's at
side.
their family.
I didn't catch that part. That was my only question. You acted like that was like ridiculous.
Well, I was just really confused what you were saying because, like, I mean, yeah, he said we were at my family house.
I didn't hear that part. I blacked out. That was my only question.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
so
assuming
basically, they're playing Monopoly. One of them says they want to be rich. She's like, I was told I can't be rich because I'm
So, like-
African American. And
Okay.
then they were like, what the fuck? And apparently
Okay.
some kid
I thought
had
it was
told
like
her that.
I thought it was the
girlfriend said that?
Yeah, no, the girlfriend's like niece said that or something. Like her her sister's daughter or something. Like so like this like white little girl was like, you can't do that. 'Cause
Oh,
you're
okay. I see
and I
what
was
you're
like,
saying.
whoa, like where the fuck did you learn that?
So apparently some bully at school said that to her on career day when they were sharing dream jobs, and she said she wanted to be a rich president.
Oh.
I told her that wasn't true at all, and then hugged her, and she started crying. Then my girlfriend jumped in and told my niece that it's really important to forgive the boy who said that because he probably wasn't trying to be mean and was just confused. I was totally shocked and told her she needs to stop trying to justify what happened. She then tried to hush me and started baby talking my niece and said that she should also try to be nicer to all the kids at school because kindness goes both ways. I was totally livid at this point and pulled my girlfriend aside and quietly but angrily told her she needs to learn when to shut the fuck up. She started getting riled up at me and started rambling about how statistics are on her side. I don't know what the hell she meant. I wasn't really processing what she was saying.
Bro.
But I told her to get out of my grandma's house and just leave already. She drove me here in her car, and I was planning to hitch a ride home with my brother. This morning, I got multiple calls from my girlfriend's sisters calling me an abusive and shitty prick. I know my words were harsh, but I thought my girlfriend was talking in a disgusting manner to my niece. Am I the asshole?
I feel like every time I'm 0 for 2 on guessing these. I feel like I'm 0 for 2.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's clear cut.
Yeah.
I think they're both assholes in
Mhm.
different ways, though. Like, I think it's just like, I mean, I get where she was coming from on like, kill him with kindness. But also, like, you can't, no. Just,
Yeah.
in a situation like that, when they're 7 years old, too, like, and in such like a
Yeah.
racist way.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, you don't, if someone's racist to you, the answer isn't to be nice to them.
Yeah.
That's never the answer.
Yeah.
Like, coming
I mean,
from
if
an Asian
if
dude,
they were like,
if somebody calls me like a Jap, first thing I'm doing is beating the shit out of them.
yeah.
Like, like that's not, I'm never going to be like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just
do you need water? How can I be nice? No.
No, that's not the approach, unfortunately.
But then on the flip side, I think he's an asshole for, I get like emotions are high, but I have a whole thing about cussing with the significant other. Like, I don't know, how do you and your girlfriend fight? Like, I don't think couples should cuss at each other.
Yeah.
The second someone cusses, that's when it gets really hostile and not productive. Like, there's a productive way of pulling them to the side and being like, yo, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna stand firm on like he's not the asshole. I think. I just think there's a little too much of her getting involved in that. Like, I don't think she needed to like hop in to that situation.
So you don't think it was her place at all?
I don't think like it's kind of like, didn't we read one about like someone's girlfriend talking to their son about like do you remember the picture, like the one where they're baking the cake?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the girlfriend, the ex wanted to bake a cake for her ex, or excuse me, a girl wanted to bake a cake for her ex, they have kids together.
Yeah.
And his current girlfriend was pissed about it.
Yeah, it was like in that situation, I think I see like a parallel of like, just like, it's not your place to like really get involved there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless it's like very just, I'm very sorry that happened to you. Like, I'm here, like whatever you need. Like, inserting your opinion there, especially about the topic at hand, very much so. Just like, you should probably leave it be.
So, and they had also been only dating for 5 months. Do you think there's a level of you can't chime in on family stuff?
Yeah.
Until a certain
I think, it's not even family. I don't think it's family stuff. It's just like, hey, like you got to realize, like, you're a white girl, like you a white girl, like you have a very different experience in the world that this little black girl's having.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that like really can be said to you that like probably hurts as much as like what got said to her, and like trying to like give some sort of like opinion on that experience is like, that's a tough thing that I don't think that she had the place to say.
Do you think his delivery was warranted then, of him being like,
I don't think it was like, obviously, like I'm kind of with you, like cursing, like that really gets like the fire going. But like in that situation, like if that's how like your significant other is gonna respond, like I'd be okay being done in that situation. Like I probably would be okay being like, shut the fuck up, like please like leave, because like that is just,
I guess the question too is, did it come out of ignorance or did it come out of
it
her
it doesn't
view
matter.
on almost like a conservative, like, oh, it's just a word, it doesn't matter, be nice to them and they'll be better.
That is a place of ignorance. There's no like,
true. All right, that's fair. But there's maybe then two different types of ignorant. There's like ignorant in the fact that like it's just a word, who cares? But then there's the ignorant of like just not even really understanding. Like those are the ignorant that's like, I don't see color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so you're trying to say like there's ignorance of like you don't like understand why this was so bad, but then there's ignorance of like, just shake it off. Is that what you're kind of saying? Like,
yeah, a little like. I think those are very similar to the way you said it, but like if she's saying it's not that, like, I don't know. I guess the ignorant, it's more about her personality. Like if she's basically like really conservative, like very that mindset where there is a lot of like that shake it off kind of thing, that would be different from like, if you ever just met those like airhead girls that just like don't, like they think the world is like butterflies and rainbows, more or less. Like,
yeah, I've met people like that.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's one side where they're like, suck it up. And then there's another side where they're like, la la la, kindness is like almost that like toxic positivity. Like, oh my God, if you're just nice to everyone, like karma will be the best thing in the world and everyone will be happy, and that little 7-year-old will somehow magically not be racist. You know what I'm saying? I get
there's definitely like people who just don't, it just goes over their head of why like that situation was especially bad. Yeah, I don't know. She just didn't, I just don't think she needed to get involved. Like, I think her response would have been fine if like some dude or someone in her class like said she smelled bad. Like,
yeah, totally.
Like,
absolutely.
I think her walking in there and being like, the best thing to do is ignore it, kill him with kindness. Don't let like that behavior get to you. Like that would maybe be like a closer.
Absolutely. I think you're right, actually.
But like when it came to like the word and like the racism, I think she should have just understood that, maybe just not saying anything and just, besides like, I'm here for you, is probably the best thing that she could have done.
I would agree with that. That's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah. And like, I mean, if someone asked about her opinion, I guess in that situation,
that's
like,
true.
Obviously like go for it. But especially then and there, you can't, it's not, and like the dynamic of like, you're the girlfriend of this guy, like let him take care of his niece and like be there for him. Like I'm sure like he feels
that
like
sucked for him.
Yeah, I'm sure like hearing that about his like niece that he probably like unconditionally loves is just like, like that's
sucks
jarring.
ass.
Yeah, like be there for him, be like, I'm so sorry that like that happened, like Just like let me know like what you need. I think her trying
Do you
to
think
like
you should break up with her?
I mean, they're probably already broken up. What happened? But
Should I look? Should I
I
try
think
to see?
yeah,
Well,
I
I
think,
guess this post is like brand new as of now. It's 22 hours old.
yeah,
So like this just happened.
I think they should have. I think they should break up. I don't think she gets it. I don't think she's ready to be like in a interracial marriage. Like
Yeah.
yeah, or marriage, dating.
Relationship.
Yeah, relationship.
Someone said, "What the hell? Please tell me your GF is now an ex." And he said, "I haven't talked to her since last night, but I definitely am breaking up with her."
Yeah, it's a good move.
I kind of get that. That would
yeah.
make me extremely
Like he probably said some things that he shouldn't have, but like I think rightfully so. I really think
Yeah.
rightfully so. Obviously, in a perfect world, should he have been nicer to her? I mean, maybe.
Do you think
But-
it would be more powerful to not break up with her and try to like forgive her and try to almost educate her on it, or these are all hypotheticals?
Yeah, I
but
know. I'm just trying to like. There's no right answer. I mean, like, it shouldn't be like a black person's job to teach like white people
True.
how to not
That's
be racist.
extremely true.
Like it's just like it shouldn't be like it's like the expectation that like all black people know everything there is about being black or like about like black history.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like you don't know like the first black person to do this? Like, oh, I thought you were like you're black. Like, why don't you like I think there's like a misconception there.
Totally.
Like,
It
it's
doesn't
like-
help that
like-
American schools
like-
don't teach any of that
yeah,
shit.
like that like black
They
people
just
are
teach
these,
you
like,
about white bitches.
yeah, like black people are supposed to know everything about it, everything about being black.
True.
About like what it's like and like history and like all that. It's like
True.
they don't like some like they don't. I don't. I have no idea. Not that like you know, not that I know like too much about like being white, but like I don't know like everything about like white history. I know it's like probably not that good, but
Yeah. Or at
don't
least
quiz
like
me on it. Like
it's very what do you call it? They put it in like a snow globe. And
Yeah.
they take out all the bad things. That's
Yeah.
probably not the right way to say it, but they like filter it.
sugar.
Like
coat.
yeah. Sugarcoat.
Yeah.
That's a better word. Like the whole Thanksgiving thing.
yeah,
Oh yeah, we came here and
yeah,
you know the Indians instead of Native Americans, the Indians helped
Yeah.
us.
yeah.
Everyone was all happy, go lucky. Oh yeah, and then like 4 weeks later, we decided to kill them all and give them all diseases that we brought over from England. You know,
yeah.
it's just not. Yeah.
So
No.
I definitely again I'm over too. I'm kind of pissed. Yeah, I think I wouldn't say she's like the asshole. She's just like not. She's just like a little ignorant, very ignorant. Needs a lot
Big
of
dumb idiot head.
needs a lot of like learning to do.
It almost sounds like they're not compatible because she needs.
yeah.
She almost needs someone to like. It doesn't sound like he's in a position to
If he wanted,
nurture
if he
someone
wanted,
like that.
if he wanted to do that, like absolutely, and if she was like receptive to it, absolutely. But like, it just doesn't sound like
No.
that's probably what's gonna happen. So
No.
nor is it his responsibility to do that.
It is
so.
not his responsibility.
So
I think what if they had been in a relationship for because like 5 months in, yeah, like it's kind of long, but like you don't have like you're not committed. You don't have your whole dick in there, like
I think if she,
what about like 2 years? Like, do you think it should like imagine you've been in love with somebody for like 2 years,
you would,
and then you learn that they're ignorant is I guess true. You might find that out.
I think what the question you're asking is made me think of is if she would have responded later differently, like if she wouldn't have like obviously like she said that and like probably came from like a very nice place in her like mind of like trying to comfort. Like I'm not saying like she intentionally said these things to like be mean
yeah.
or like she just like is kind of like
Ignorant.
has like the rainbow butterflies.
Yeah.
Like if you're nice to someone, they'll be nice to you. It's like, well, that doesn't really happen. I think if after that and like the day after, she maybe like had some sort of come to Jesus moment of recognizing that
That's
she would
wrong.
that she was kind of like that she like is a little ignorant on that subject. I think it would have been a lot easier for me to be like, yeah, like they could work it out. Like they could definitely work it out.
So what I was asking was like,
but
if
the fire coming back of like all her friends saying like, you're abusive. Like, I mean, I don't know exactly what he said.
yeah, okay. So
But
what I was
I
asking,
think that was like showing of like how she took it.
what I was asking is like, does duration of dating matter? Because they had been dating. It said at the beginning they had been dating for 5 months. Like, imagine it had been 2 years. Do you think he has like more of a responsibility to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you're madly in love with somebody, madly in love with them, and then you learn
This
this
is an
thing.
extreme situation.
Like, because I think this happened for like, I know a lot of people who the real issues between like liberal and conservative came up when it was like Trump versus Biden. You know what I'm saying? And there were plenty of relationships where like they had been in that shit together for years, some marriages probably, and then this whole like polarization
Yeah.
happened, and it split husband, wife, one super liberal, one super conservative, to the point where like became an issue. You know, like do
I don't
do you
know.
just walk away?
I don't know.
Is there a certain level of like, yeah, like you're right, he doesn't owe her anything. Like it's not a black person's job to teach a white person like why something like that is wrong. Is there an obligation if you're like committed to the person though? Do you see what do you see what I'm asking?
I like kind of am, but like I just don't think that like I need a specific situation to like give like some sort of thing to it.
Okay, imagine they're married.
I just don't think they
Same
would.
situation, but they're married.
I don't think that would happen.
No, I think it could happen. I think it very well could happen. And even if it can't, hypothetical. It doesn't have to be true. Just like I just want your opinion. Like, and you can say
I don't know.
I don't think there's a wrong answer.
No, I just don't like. You have to know someone before. Like I guess they could be dating for a long time. I don't know. I can't think of a world where like that happens after like years of dating. Like not one thing has come up that in that time that hasn't triggered you to be like,
Well,
ooh,
maybe
we got to talk about this. Like,
maybe
ooh,
little
like,
things, but I'm sure like people avoid that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yikes! I hope you don't. Please don't avoid those things if you're out there. Like,
Dude,
if you have
they're- oh my-
concerns, if
dude.
you have concerns about your partner, just like bring it up.
The
and if they
girls that have
freak
to
out-
like beg their boyfriends not to say the N-word.
Jesus.
Have you seen that shit?
No.
Dude, it's like the typical. It's probably pretty popular like around where we went
Yeah.
to school. Just like girls being more nice about it, and some fucking hick from Iowa
Jeez.
just ripping it. You know, like I've heard dudes
Yeah.
when we were at Iowa State say
Yeah.
the N-word, and I
Yeah.
was like, bro, like are you fucking stupid?
Yeah. I didn't know that was like a thing. Girls
Oh,
begging
yeah.
their boyfriends not to. That's so.
It's a common like TikTok joke.
God
It's like
damn it.
like white girls like begging their boyfriends not, and you know, say like for someone like if you have self-respect, you'll just be like, you're an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of those
Jeez.
Andrew Tate pussies say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. But no, I definitely think there could have been future for them, for that couple, if like after what happened, there's more of like if she came to the table and was like, I'm not okay, like what you said to me, but I do want to apologize for like being ignorant and like trying to like give my advice when like it really wasn't, necessary, or like not being there, like something like that. And then obviously if he was like, you know what, I said some really shitty things, but like when it comes to that stuff, like obviously like it gets
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna get.
obviously like I'm like get like upset about it.
There needs to be understanding on both sides.
Yeah. So like I think if there was that, maybe it doesn't really sound like he's
But
heard back from her, but
I mean, it sounds like she needs to make amends more than he does. I would
yeah,
agree with that
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he can make.
You can always-
He owes her amends if she makes them first.
Yeah, if she like, puts the offer down on the table, like, no, like I don't like being yelled at that way, but I also realize that
I crossed the line.
I definitely like shouldn't have done what I did. So
True.
that was a good one actually.
I like that one because it was, and I'm sorry I pushed you a little bit. I just love like I think
can't-
that's like the fun part. Like
Yeah, I don't know. Just sometimes like hypotheticals, like in my mind, like I can't see that ever happening. So like I don't know like
What you would do.
what the outcome would be. Like
well, I'll make
probably
you challenge
really
you, baby.
probably really ugly. It'd probably be really ugly. It's like it's like if you own a company with your wife and like you guys get a divorce, your husband, you guys get a divorce, like that shit just gets ugly.
ugly real fast.
That shit just gets ugly.
I mean, sure it happens. I mean, even just like owning a house.
yeah, owning a
It's
house,
like basically
having
like owning a business.
having kids, like just like yeah, that's honestly one of the very real like fears of mine is like I almost like an irrational fear because like you can't plan on shitty things happening, but like having so many ties to someone and then like having something happen that welcome to the Matt show, having something happen that makes you have to take it all apart. Like it's just like it's like investing in something and like not having it turn out. That it really like kind of like gets to me sometimes. I think about that shit a lot. Cool. Let's roll on to the next one.
Yeah, let's roll on to the next one, and then that'll be it. We've been kind of
Yeah.
we've been ripping. This one's kind of interesting.
All right, I'm gonna guess and see if I can go over.
Am I the asshole for forcing my son to use a bidet and threatening to talk to his friends or take him to the doctor
What?
about his underwear?
Okay.
This one's more, there's just a poopy boy.
I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna take my shot and just say yes.
Just say yes. That's what you're.
He's the asshole. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I
all
just the word forcing my son just gives me bad vibes.
True. But here's the
Here,
first.
but here we go. Like,
Here's the first line. For some reason, my 14-year-old son cannot wipe properly. This was never a concern to me, as his mom did the laundry. Keep that in mind, because I'll go off on this one. Unfortunately, she is sick right now, so I've taken over the household chores that she used to handle. My son is still responsible for his, and I do mine as well as hers. First day I did laundry, I gagged and almost puked from his underwear. If he were 3 and not fully potty trained, I might understand how they end up like this. But he is a healthy young man. He should not be leaving his ass this unwiped.
oh,
I talked to him about it, and he said he would make an effort to do a better job.
that's such a. Oh God. See, I'm good being a parent. I do not want to have to walk up to like my like almost like.
Like going through puberty, son, and
Just
being
be
like,
dog.
bro, fucking wipe.
Hey, bro. So you know what toilet paper is? I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, no, the fuck you don't.
Here's the thing.
No, the fuck you don't, my guy.
Obviously, you don't know. Okay, have you ever met a kid that's really bad at brushing his teeth, and it can all get traced back to like his parents not double checking that he's brushing his teeth, and not telling him how important it is?
Yeah.
Same thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, where
maybe,
did this kid just neglect wiping his ass?
Yeah.
Also, wouldn't that get so itchy?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me hop in here, and then we'll keep going off. I talked to him about it, and he said he would make an effort to do a better job. Nope. No change in the situation.
Full loads now.
So I went to the hardware store and installed a wand bidet in the bathroom he uses.
What's a wand bidet? Is that,
I think it's just a bidet.
it's
Like
just,
that
okay.
you stick in the
okay.
toilet.
Like the wand part made me think that like there's like a brush on it that like brushes your ass for you. I was like, yo, what?
Maybe? I don't know. Let me look at it.
If it's a bidet, it just
bidet.
must.
I mean, that'd be
water.
crazy if there was something that like wiped. No,
Yeah.
I think it's just
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah. I don't think it's like that'd be crazy, bro. If
Yeah.
they made a machine that like.
Literally wiped your ass for you. Wouldn't trust a robot to do that.
Do you
no
go
way.
front to back or back to front when you wipe? This could make or break our friendship.
I don't want to answer that then.
Okay, well, but like,
Can we like cut this part out?
why?
I don't know. It's like you said, it's like make or break our friendship.
Well, I'm just not gonna. It's not actually something. I'm just being dramatic.
All right, we have to beep this out though.
Why?
We just have to. People can never know. I don't know. I feel like this is like an intense thing.
Whether you wipe back to front or front to back?
Yeah. Is there like a right way to do it? How do you do it?
In my mind, yes. No, now you're just waiting to see what I answer.
We can just keep reading.
Well, tell me. We'll beep it out.
What way do you go?
I'm not. I don't want. Wait, you gotta just
No,
tell
you
me,
answer,
just
dude.
tell me.
Hey, you just do
Yo,
it.
just two dudes talking about how
Just
they
like
wipe
which,
their
like how do you
ass.
wipe? Just tell me. Like stop.
Um,
Like, don't keep it from the people. We can beep it out. For
I
you.
do. Hold on, I'm trying to think now because I thought yeah, I do. I do like behind, back, front to back, like.
Front to back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can keep going.
Are you not gonna tell me yours?
No.
Dude, you totally do back to front. You're wiping shit like across your testicles.
Wouldn't that be front to or back to front? And you do front to back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't trust you. I don't trust a man who won't tell me how he wipes.
We can get into that in the
In the Patreon.
in the Patreon. Yeah.
$1. Pay for Patreon. Okay. So I went to the hardware store and installed a wand bidet in the bathroom he uses. We already have one in ours. I told him he has a choice of either using the bidet or washing his own underwear. He doesn't know how to use the washing machine, and he refuses to do them by hand. He started going commando. Bro,
It's honestly so genius. So genius. Like the most
Wait.
like that's just like the biggest assholey thing to do.
True that. But also,
Evil
like, he's
genius.
just in the wrong at
Yeah.
all times. Like,
Yeah.
But you're right. That is like this is a different.
You're
type of
like,
work.
I
This-
totally got him. Like either you do it yourself or you have to learn how to wipe.
This is like
And he's like, no to both of those. I'm not wearing underwear.
this is the wildest, like, rebellious teen
Yeah.
story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, your son could be drinking or smoking or
Yep.
like hooking up with girls, going to parties. Instead, he's not wiping his ass.
Like knows that he should be.
And is actively like this is
Nah.
like him going commando is his version of like when the parents are like, you can either like shape up or like da 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 da, and then they like go and they
Like
do
you're-
like
yeah.
like they find the loophole. Like
Yeah.
that was his loophole, and his loophole was I'm gonna
The
make
poop hole loophole.
All right, he's 14. You got to chill with that. The innocent version of the poophole loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just was like, I don't know, man. Like,
I'd be so mad because, like,
here's the thing, bro.
I'd be so mad as a fucking dad.
Does he not want to get laid? Like, that's all you're thinking of when you're 13 or 14. That's all. I was horny as fuck when I was 13 or 14.
Yeah, but it's not like you, like...
Yeah, but I was definitely conscious about, like, okay, like, I gotta smell good for girls, and I gotta, like, do my hair and, like, look fly as fuck. And does he not care?
I think, like, maybe it just, like, hit later for him. Like, some dude... Like, some people
When
just,
did it
like...
hit for you?
When it hit for me...
Dude, I was gunning for girls when I was in, like, 3rd or 4th grade.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I knew I was into girls at a very young age. I was like, yes, bro. Fucking sign me the fuck up for that shit.
I mean, like, I feel like in, like, obviously, like, honestly, like, same time frame of, like, yeah, like, I think girls are cute, like, 3rd, 4th grade, or maybe, like, 5th or 6th grade sort of thing. But, like, in the sense of, like, I know what I want to do with them. Like,
oh, yeah, that's
like,
different.
Like,
that's very different.
Like, the sense of, like, I like girls, 5th or 6th grade. Like, the understanding of, like, what do I like about girls? Like,
they're cute. They're pretty.
but, like,
She
transferring
makes
to,
me
like,
get butterflies.
yeah, but, like, then, like,
I want to do sexual things.
yeah, then, like, that probably, like, yeah, maybe, like, 13, 14. Yeah, honestly,
I want to say before
13,
for me.
13,
like, I didn't grow, but I hit puberty pretty young.
I'd say, like, 13. Oh, God, I'm trying to. I always get confused on, like, what, like, grade you're in at, like, what age, but.
I think when you're.
But you're
I
13,
think
you're 14.
13
like,
and
that's
14
like,
in 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's a good standard because then you're 18 when you graduate.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, probably
I
around that
remember
time.
6th grade, I was, like. The way that I can remember it is I was horny in 6th grade.
I think
so at least
I think
by
I
that
was
time
too,
I was
but, like, I
like-
didn't know, like, I knew, like girl make horny, like, like, in this, like, dumb sense. But then, like,
just caveman.
Yeah.
Bong, bong, girl, make.
yeah,
horny.
like, in, like, that sense. But then, like, once, like, you hit, like, 13, 14, you kind of, like, maybe figure out, like, nah, you never figure it out. You never really figure out why you like girls. You just do, and you're like,
You actually like dudes now.
yeah.
Brand new revelation. Kiss the homies goodnight. Okay, I was just wondering. I don't know. I just am like, yeah, like
Starbucks
stick
a
it to the
dog.
parents, dude.
Starbuck was a dog.
Here's the thing, because like I'm a very feminine dude, and people are like, "How do you know you're not gay?" Dude, I just know. Like I have known since I was a kid. Yeah, I like embrace my feminine side, but like, bro,
Dog.
girls, titties, ass, that shit is bussin', bro. Like oof. Coochie, sick as fuck. Can confirm. In the wise words of Zemi, one time in Houston, yeah, I fuck.
Yeah, I fuck.
We have not been saying that lately, and we need to bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck.
I feel like it was. Oh God, that was so good.
Wait, we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back for the sake of my editor. Like he's gonna. Hey girl, did you know that?
I actually
Stop!
just,
I almost had it. I almost had it.
Sorry, I
almost had it.
I totally just remembered the story where, like, me and you were sitting in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
I know. I just like. I just remembered that story. Like, it took me way too long, but.
That's great. We got to retell that on one of the
Just-
podcasts. We'll when we're in Houston, let's retell it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. That's so
That's
good.
a great story.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, we gotta wrap this up.
Kid shitting his pants.
Yeah, this kid fucking so he started going commando, which just meant the problem was his genes now. So I said that we might need to take him to the doctor to see what is wrong with him, if it's physical or psychological. Definitely fucking psychological. This kid is going to turn out to be like a shitty serial killer. And I don't mean shitty as in how, like, he's bad at killing people. I mean, like, he kills them and then, like, puts a pair of, like, shitty jeans on them. And then, like, pretends like it's his dad. He's like, yeah, dad has a fucking... You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
serial killers, like, kill people who, like, remind them of something, of,
Yeah.
like, someone who, like, wronged them. He's like, yeah, dad, who's got the shitty pants on now?
You
Yeah, why don't you use that fucking bidet?
Dude's just sitting there on a fucking bidet, like, going shitty pants just on the toilet.
Sir, there's another... What would his serial name killer be?
Ooh.
Wow, this is asking a lot of you. I know. The
The poopy bandit.
the, the bidet, it has to have bidet. The bidet slayer.
The bidet beheader.
Okay, where'd the beheading come from?
I don't know, man.
No, they gotta be intact. How would he kill them? Maybe
Yeah.
he drowns them with the bidet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible.
God, Criminal Minds writing is so easy.
Yeah, Criminal Minds, we're for hire.
Don't take that. Don't take that. Don't take that. My idea.
Copyright. Yeah, took him to the doctor to see what's wrong with him, if it's physical or psychological. I also said that the next time his friends were over, I was going to ask them if they left their underwear in the same condition. I would never actually embarrass him like that. He said I was being an asshole, and he called his mom to tell her what I was doing. Also, just his mom enabling this is really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, that might actually be why.
Yeah.
Granted, I think there's probably something saying about the dad's presence if
Yeah.
A, the kid is this disrespectful, and B, if it took him this long to figure out how bad it was.
Yeah.
He said I was being an asshole, and he called his mom to tell her what I was doing. She said that he was just like that, and I could deal with it until she was better. I don't think that's a great plan. If this kid never learns to wipe his ass, he will be bereft of a sexual partner without a poop fetish. I'm not kink shaming him if that's his thing. He has started using the bidet, but he says that it is gross and weird. I said it was grosser and weirder for a 14-year-old to crap his pants every day. We are both stressed about his mom, but this situation isn't because of her. I asked her. Interesting.
Yeah.
I still think
God, I'm 0 for 3. He's not the asshole. His kid's just being a little like demon. Kid's going demon mode.
Interesting.
All these headlines are just so aggressive.
They are. This is interesting. Someone said one of my cousins was having the same problem. Turns out he had some kind of bowel obstruction, and it wasn't that he wasn't wiping thoroughly. It was that the poop was always just there trying to get out. Oh, okay. But why wouldn't he just communicate that? Why wouldn't he be like, Dad, I'm just a shitty boy.
I'm wiping. I'm literally wiping.
I'm wiping. Yeah.
I'm literally doing that. Yeah. No, that kid just sounds like a fucking just a little stubborn
turd.
Little stubborn little turd.
No pun intended.
Little brat.
That's crazy. Dude,
I remember
the amount of people in these comments that are like, not the asshole. I went through the same thing with my kid.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole. I think as a parent, you have a right to be like, I don't want my kid to be a stinky poo-poo boy.
When do you remember you started doing your own laundry?
I was kind of a spoiled little shit, okay? I didn't have to learn how to do my laundry.
Shocker.
Fuck you. Fuck you. When did you have to do your laundry?
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna hit it with a similar situation as Poopy Boy, but like not that extreme. I just like I'd like wake up, put on a shirt, like go to school, get back, take off a shirt, put on another shirt, get it dirty, like go to bed, wear a shirt. It's like the amount of just like clothes I went through in a day was just like an absurd amount. And like I want to say I was pretty young. I was probably like 13 or 14 when I started doing my own laundry.
Did your parents be like, you have to do your own
my
laundry?
mom basically was like, I will not keep washing your clothes this frequently. If your option is to like not wear like you can't change 6 times in a day.
Yeah.
Or you have to do your own laundry. And then I was like, I was a stubborn little brat, so I was just like, fine, I don't fucking need you. Or she didn't even say that. She's like, you like can't like I can't like keep up with this like volume. And I was like, fine, fuck you. I'll like just do my own laundry. And she was like, she like came down and saw me like just like standing on a bucket to like rinse the laundry detergent and like start doing it myself. So that's like kind of why I started doing it.
Oh, here's the thing. I think that's how I want to raise my kids.
That's exactly
by a certain point. Just be like, hey, like you got to start picking up responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because some of the worst people I've met in college were like the kids who were going to Iowa State, whose family lived in Des Moines, and like my roommate, my freshman year, didn't do his laundry at the dorms. His mom would drive up to like see him like, every other weekend, and he'd like drop off a whole thing of laundry, and then she would like take it with her, bring back a whole new thing. Like, see, I was never that bad.
No.
When it wasn't necessarily. Here's the thing: I could have learned. I really could have.
Yeah.
But I didn't because I love her to pieces. My mom's a little bit of a control freak. Like she knows that. Like
Yeah.
and I have it too a little bit. Like especially when I come home, she like offers to do my laundry for me.
That's different.
And
I think that's like
Yeah.
some moms, like some parents, I'll say, like just like when your kid comes home,
They
probably
want
no matter
that.
what age, like I will of course do that for you, or like
Totally.
you don't cook any meals, like I got you, like
and I'm more saying like
as like a
now-
happy you're here.
Well, and what I'm saying is now, like I have the control freak gene of like I
Mhm.
don't like it when my mom does my laundry.
Mhm.
Partially because my sisters also like she'll do my sister's laundry, and my sisters have this knack to like steal my hoodies and then not get them back.
Dude,
Because
that's has to be a girl thing.
oh yeah, well I mean they just also like I have like
Girls
that XL.
loot, just
Oh,
girls
yeah.
like girls loot hoodies.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
insane. Like
I-
that is
I-
for sure. Like for sure.
Only bring like 2 hoodies home because if I bring any more, they're hard to track.
Yeah,
Because like if I'm missing one of the 2 hoodies, I
Yeah.
will know.
Yeah.
I will know exactly.
100%.
But if I have 4 or 5 of them,
I want to do like
I'll come home and I'll be like, wait a minute, where did 2 of my hoodies go?
dude. I want to do a social experiment on this. Just like I know that girls love looting hoodies. Like there's no way. Like every time like you hear like a girl like yeah like I went to like I was like whatever like room in like college and like
Took his hoodie.
I took his hoodie. It's all like, or I guess it's like a t-shirt. Maybe it's like girls like looting clothing.
Yeah,
So like I feel like
absolutely.
specifically like hoodies.
They like all the clothes except for their own.
Yeah, they're like, oh, like I'm gonna fucking that looks nice. That looks like oversized. I want that. I'm just like, motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyways, swinging back around. Yeah, I did not learn how to do my laundry until like right before I had to leave for college.
Insane.
Because, but also, it's not that, because I had been like, Mom, do you want me to start doing my laundry? And she was just like, no, like I got
Mhm.
it, kind of thing. And so, yeah, it never was something that
Yeah.
and I did know like if I needed something
You
cleaned,
knew you knew how to do it.
yeah, if I needed something cleaned, I knew like okay, if I throw it in the wash and I just put cold on, like that's what I knew. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know any of the.
Dude, I don't know like the measurement shit. I like.
Oh, dude, I
eyeball
eye
it.
it. I
Just,
eyeball
like-
it all the time. I probably put way too much soap in there. I'm like, that looks. I'm
Yeah.
kind of here's my philosophy. Because here's how I do my loads of laundry now. Is I'll do darks. And sometimes I'll put the colors in there depending on how many colors I have. If I have a lot of colors, then I'll wash them separately.
Mhm.
But it's usually dark/colors. And then I'll do all my gym stuff and like my underwear because that's in the same category of like that shit nasty. I need no matter what that is. I don't care about my gym clothes that much.
Yeah.
I just need to like
Yeah,
bomb it with
smell
fucking
good.
warm water and tons of soap.
Yeah.
So that one gets like not a full cup, but like it gets a lot more soap
Yeah.
because I'm like
Yeah.
probably
Smell
needs
better,
it.
please.
Probably needs it.
Yeah.
But and then I do a load of whites that I bleach. So it's like
I don't do any of that kind of fancy stuff.
really.
I feel like
I'm
all of like
very
my
particular about it.
I think all of my like all of the colored shirts that I have already been washed enough where like the color won't bleed. So I'm like, I don't need to separate these out. Like where like if you get a brand
I
new
would say the
if
same
you get
here.
a brand new like from like Walmart like red shirt and you throw it in with your reds,
Game over.
Game over.
Game over.
But like if you get like
Or you
a
mean
red,
with your whites?
yeah, with your whites, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get like a red shirt from Goodwill, I guarantee you can put it with whites and you're
Yeah.
fine.
See, so here's my thing, and this is totally I don't know who cares about our laundry, but hey, whatever, fuck it. You're an in for us.
We do laundry.
Yeah, we do laundry.
Yeah, I do fucking laundry.
Dude, I just fucking shit my pants. That's how I know.
Yeah, I shit my own pants. I do my own laundry.
Remember that piece of shit I found in the laundry machine? That was actually mine.
Sorry,
Entre manure. Also, one of the the best moments of our
Yes.
podcast. You should watch that.
Save
that little
time.
snippet that I made.
Shit
'Cause
your
it
pants.
took a fucking long time. I know, like you can throw everything in cold and call it a day if you really want to.
Yeah, I use cold. So.
My thing is like, especially with my whites. First off, I'm just a messy dude. Like almost every like time, even like my socks, somehow like I'll get hot sauce on it or some shit, you know. So I'm just like, it's better to. Also, I'm a sweaty freaking dude. I sweat so much. So like anytime I wear a white, all of my whites have terrible pit stains. So I'm like, I have to bleach these to like. If I don't, that shirt is unusable in
yeah,
couple of days
Yeah.
or not a couple of days. Like it's
couple.
I mean, even
couple washes.
I would say most of my white shirts are unusable. I just wear them like under hoodies at this
Yeah.
point because the pit stains on them are bad.
Damn,
Bad, bro.
that sucks
Am I
ass.
wearing one?
No, you're wearing black.
Oh, okay, never mind. This is a gym shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I I'm a stinky boy.
Mhm.
But also, I think the clothing thing is interesting because I double up on clothes because I like go to the gym and
Mhm.
like dress up usually every day.
Mhm.
So like I'll do things like this like during the winter when I have to wear like a hoodie or something.
Mhm.
This is a gym shirt that I'm gonna
Yeah.
wear tomorrow to the gym. You know, like
Yeah.
I think ahead like that.
Yeah.
And like
I'll
I
do
don't know.
that. I'll do that. Like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym like after work and like
Ooh.
do like the work gym. So I'm gonna wear like gym socks.
Good question. Do you? I'm gonna be fucking real here.
Yeah.
Like, some people might think this is nasty, but I like so the underwear I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
I will wake up tomorrow morning, put the same pair on, and go and work out.
No, I think that's fun.
Really? Okay.
I think that's
Someone
fun.
told me one time that was gross, and I was like, I don't know. I think you're just being kind of a dickhead about it. Like,
No, you're fine.
And here's the thing: why would I waste a perfectly good new pair
That's
of
like
underwear?
people who like I don't get people who shower right before they go to the gym.
True. Evan is like that.
Yeah, I know.
But also, I mean, we could flame you about your outside clothing thing for the longest
That
time.
makes so much sense.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
It's literally about being like more clean.
I would argue
it's
that
being more conscious about being clean.
I think putting on underwear for a second day in a row to go to the gym is nastier than outside clothes on a bed.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Totally.
No way. That's an insane comment.
I
Like you should arguably get canceled for that.
I would say people would think it's grosser to know that somebody put on a pair of underwear they've already like these bitches have gotten a little sweated in. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
People would argue that that's gross for me to put on those underwear again and then go and sweat them more than just like, oh, I'm gonna go outside,
Dude,
oh,
but like
I'm just
what
gonna
if
lay in the
like
bed for
that's
a little
like
bit.
but like that's like say you are riding a fucking city bus and someone who sat in before you just came back from the gym and is sitting on the bus in that seat. They're doing what you're doing. They're not changing, like they're wearing yesterday's fucking clothes because they're like, I'm gonna go to the gym and then wash them after. And they get all gross, sit down in the seat, get up, leave. You sit down in that seat. You got all that, and then you're about to go lay in your bed.
But I think you
No.
can. Here's the thing, though, is
No.
you're right. You're totally right. But I think you're underestimating, like, yeah, like you put on inside clothes, but then those inside clothes are gonna naturally get like you can't keep.
No, and
outside
that's not the
thing-
point
like-
of it. It's being conscious about it and being like, and being able to just
But I think it's just
give
pointless.
an effort to it.
So here's the thing, right? You go, you sit, you like chair dried, you like of that person's sweat. You sit in it on the way home. You get up, you go home. You sit down at your on your couch or on,
And then you have
at
your
the dinner.
inside clothes. You
And-
sit in the same spot. Yeah, I
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But,
You
like,
see what I'm
you're
saying? Like
giving,
it's just
but like that's
it's just pointless. Like why would you
No.
live your life like that?
It's so easy because like also why do you want to like sit in your house wearing that? Like don't you want to be comfy?
Okay, that yeah, you're right. Like
like,
that's
don't you want to
I'm,
put like
I'm
comfortable
saying,
clothes?
I do that, but like sometimes I'll wear like if you wear comfortable clothes outside,
They're just dirty. Why would you want to do that in your bed?
I don't think it's an issue.
Comfy clothes get even dirtier.
There's never been like this statistic shows that if you wear outside clothes, you're 10 times more likely to die from cancer. You know, like you don't hear that shit. I am a firm believer, and this is I don't know, this is like my opinion with like sicknesses. Like when people are like, oh, like don't like be careful, like you might get sick. It's like you can get sick anywhere. There will be gross germs no matter where. Like somewhere in your apartment, there are probably gross germs from like Marshall or from Callum or from yourself that are just there,
yeah,
that are just chilling.
yeah.
And honestly, not gonna lie, my bed has seen a lot worse than what my outside clothes can bring in there.
It's just not comfy. I just feel like it's almost like you walk around like in the day and you collect like the day's like air, and it's just like you don't need that in bed. Like you want to feel like cozy and like clean.
So it's a feeling for you.
It's like a feeling of like being clean or like not being clean of like not like taking off the day and like getting it like not getting like the day like
Okay, all right.
Like, you know how,
I
like, if-
actually see that.
like if you like
It's
walk
like a comfortability thing for like how you feel. Like if you were in a place where you were very uncomfortable.
No, it's like me going like this air passes through here, like it gets just dirty. Like it's like just it is a clean thing. I just think
But
you,
no.
like,
But what I'm saying is like it's a clean thing in the fact that you're more comfortable. Like in your brain, what brings you comfort is knowing that there are clean things,
clean to
in
an extent.
clean areas of like or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas like let's say you go somewhere and like it's dirty, you're gonna be like a little bit more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I still
I
think
just think
like,
that like it just doesn't make sense to me that you'd go out like your whole day and like wear like all these clothes and then just go jump in your bed. Like that just is like, why would you want to like be so dirty?
I mean, you do that on your couch.
Yeah, but your couch is just fucking dirty. Like it's a fart magnet.
That's true.
Just a
I have farted on your couch a lot.
It's just like a fart storage device, like whatever.
Don't you fall asleep on there though all the time?
Nah, not too much. I don't know. It's just like I try like I'm just like conscious of like trying to keep that like obviously and no like I'm not like expecting it to be perfectly like never touched out said anything, but
I don't know.
like,
It's one of my
I
favorite
wouldn't
things.
like aggressively go and just like, ooh, got home from work, let me go jump in bed, like keep my shoes on, I'm dirty.
I mean, I just think the fact that you think of it is really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember why you started doing that? Like, was there somebody in your life that was like, "Don't get in my bed with my your outside clothes"?
Yeah.
Was that like who was it? Do you remember?
Not really.
Okay,
I
but
just,
there
like,
were there was
I know
somebody.
there was someone that like just like mentioned it and I like thought about it and I was like, you're kind of right. Like, might as well just like keep PJs in like the bedroom.
Could have potentially been a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that's so funny. Dude, girls, I'm not saying that you aren't merited or whatever, because maybe I am a little nasty boy for getting in my bed. Like, I will probably sleep in this sweater.
Yeah, I think that's pass.
I don't know. Like, I don't really see it.
Yeah.
But, this might be a little confession, but the only reason I went vegetarian for like 2 years was because of a girl.
Yikes. I mean, at least it was a good thing, ish. Like it wasn't bad.
I think
not like I started smoking cigs and like blacking out every night.
But isn't it crazy what girls can get you to do? Because they can get people to do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like dudes are idiots. Like we'll do anything for girls.
Yeah, we
it's
got
really stupid. But the way I was doing it, it just wasn't. I was in a much healthier state when I wasn't vegetarian than when I was. Granted, there's probably some science behind like, oh, you were like doing this to your body because you were eating, blah, 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 blah. But the way that I was doing, I feel like to do vegetarian or vegan effectively, you have to have a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Like you can't do it the way I was doing it, which was like
too. I think time. Like you have to be like at least time conscious.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to just go like.
Yeah. Like the way I was doing it was like a lot of like frozen like meat substitutes and eggs and like if I couldn't make a quick thing, I would eat like beans, rice, and like too much rice and like because if a lot of your proteins are limited, but you're hungry, you're gonna eat a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was.
Yeah.
And so and I kind of you kind of have this like false sense of security of like, oh, I can eat a lot more because I'm vegetarian, but that's not necessarily true.
No.
Unless you're just eating like vegetables purely, but it's not the case at all. So I don't know. I could go into that. I do eventually want to like pick up a diet that weaves in vegan and vegetarian options, but I can't do it right now. It's too much work. I mean, even just eating normally is still a lot of work. So
yeah, shit. Just trying to like, tying this podcast, starting with food, ending with food, being able to live a normal life full of, exactly what you want to do and like have a healthy like diet is extremely hard.
Yeah.
Like I totally get why it's like, like you can like fall off on like how you like eat it in like as like an adult now.
Totally.
Like as a kid, like you have like nothing better to do, honestly. Like unless your parents are just giving you like
and you're
food.
growing and your metabolism.
You're kind of just better. Like invincible sometimes. Like
I was telling you, I was telling you this, right? I've been watching a lot of Cody Train's videos.
Yeah.
He's kind of gotten me a little inspired. I think I want to sign up for like a marathon, but I have a ton of training.
Oh
but,
yeah.
I was walking. My feet have been killing me. I don't know if I've talked about this on this podcast, but I won't get into it. My feet have been hurting me, but they've gotten a lot better. And I started running like a mile at the gym in between. Like I'll walk for 10 minutes, run for 10 minutes, and then walk for another 10 minutes. And it's been good. It's been real good. And I'm like, maybe I want to like push myself to run a marathon over the summer.
Be fun. You got to start training now.
Totally.
If not like earlier.
No, absolutely.
But late.
And here's the thing, like we'll see. I would be
late summer.
I don't need the.
You could also just train as much as you can and then like just do the marathon.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Who cares
like,
if you like shit the bed, like, or if you start walking or
I
doing it.
Also, I'm not. I don't need that like medal at the end.
Mm-mm.
I don't need like to sign up for something and post about it on social media. Like I just need to know that I did it
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I told you when COVID hit, I couldn't hit the gym, so I became a runner, and just one day I was like running. I was like, I feel pretty good. I'm gonna run a half marathon. Just like that.
I remember.
And I
I remember that.
and it sucked. It was ass, but I did it, and like I didn't post about it or anything. I was just
remember
like,
you telling me that. I was like, holy shit.
yeah. I was just like, cool. I did it. Let's fucking go. And
Yeah.
that's what I want to do. I think
Mhm.
get to a point where I can just like run like 10
Mhm.
miles and then one day just be like,
Yeah.
fuck it, bro. We're gonna.
I remember one time in the summer, I didn't do. It was so funny. Like I running long. I did cross country, but like running long distance at like a fast pace now for me is just so hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I wanted to do this like route, and I was like, you know what, like don't rush it, just do it, just at least do the whole thing without stopping. That was like my one thing I wanted to do was like run the whole time, or even like walk, or like whatever I had to do, just like don't stop moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was my goal, and like I did it, and like not the
That's
best time,
perfectly for
not
like,
the best
yeah,
time, not the worst time, but like I was happy because I just did it, and I didn't like my goal was to not just like give up and walk.
Totally. I think that's mainly what I want.
Yeah, give up and walk. And I think it was like somewhat trot the whole time,
Mhm.
not just like and not like have to like stop and be like.
I feel like lately there's been a lot that I've been like, oh, I want to do this and I can do this, but like I just don't have time, or come up with some excuse, and now I'm kind of
Mhm.
like getting to a point where I'm like, okay, like I can do more. I just need to hold myself accountable to it. And this applies to everything.
Mhm.
But like especially in that case, like I've always said I want to run a marathon, but I've never pulled the trigger on it. And it's
Mhm.
funny, like Cody was talking about this because he had like a rut a
Mhm.
while back, and was in a bad place. And like, not that I'm in a bad place, but I was like, can kind of relate to that mentality of just
Mhm.
being like, where do I go? Like, what do I do? Like, I'm always
Mhm.
stressed. I'm always working. I'm always like, what's the next thing that you don't get to focus on like actually enjoyable or like different things.
Mhm.
So, anyways, that's too personal. We can't do that. Just kidding.
Good way to end.
Yeah, good way to end. Good way to end. I love that all that came from little poopy boy over here. Yeah, I think our consensus was not the asshole,
Oh yeah.
but also take that kid to the doctor.
Wait, the dad? Oh,
The doctor.
the doctor.
The
dad.
The doctor.
That's the poopy boy's villain name. The doctor.
The doctor. The poo poo doctor.
That's
his serial killer name.
Yeah. The doctor.
Yeah, dad, not the asshole. But I also think he should take his kid into the doctor, no matter what
Yeah.
the kid says. Like I think he wrote that as
If
like,
anything, too, like taking the kid to the doctor would, I think maybe like if the kid
Kick
is
him
just
in the
fucking
ass.
around a little, he'd be like, okay, like dad's kind of like worried about me. Maybe I should just like wipe my ass if I'm
yeah,
messing with you.
and I
if
think
he's just messing with him.
maybe it's the approach too, because it sounds like I think it's maybe like hostile on both sides.
Yeah.
Like the dad's like, yo, fucking wipe your ass. And he's like, hey, like, this might be a touchy subject. And I'm a 14-year-old and I don't know how to handle myself. You know, like maybe if the dad was like, all right, bro, like, real talk, mad concerned about you.
Yeah.
Also, I want you to get bitches, man. You can't get bitches while smelling like a poopy boy.
I want you to be able to fuck some butthole.
I want you to fuck. All right? Or be fucked, you know?
Yeah.
Get,
Bro,
being
you
gay
can't.
is-
You
if you're a
cannot
bottom, bro.
You cannot
can't-
have poopy butthole.
You can't.
I don't need to get into all that, but like, no matter what, you can't have poopy butthole if you want to fuck.
Although, bro, there's got to be some dudes who are really into the poopy butthole.
Figure that out later.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if he wants poopy, but he probably doesn't want you to smell like. Well, maybe that turns.
Can't. No.
We can't go down this road.
Yeah.
This is another hour-long
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
road that
yeah.
we're about to explore.
Yeah.
But that would be a great question to like ask some of the gay
Pass.
guys that we know.
They're gonna say no. Like, they'll probably know someone or be like, yeah, it's a king. But like, probably like, I don't know. I mean, do you like poopy? Like, do you like poopy like butthole for girls? Like,
No, but yeah, you're right. There's probably someone who's like,
yeah, probably there's one guy who's like, love that. Yeah, let's wrap it up,
yeah, wrap it up, guys. Where's the cameras at? Thank you for coming.
girls,
Guys, girls,
goblins, ghouls.
theys, thems. Thank you guys for watching the #1 podcast, OnlyFans, The Last Drop. Make sure to subscribe. Do things that help us.
We have
Leave
a
us
new
review.
We have new Don't we have new handles?
Yes, we do.
You got to tell them.
We-
I don't know what they are.
We got at Last Drop Podcast. We got
Nice.
at Last Drop Pod. Just follow at Last Drop Podcast.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
Follow me at Ben Sarbacher, him at Zemdaddy. We will see you guys next week, and we will be in fucking Houston, brother.
Everything's bigger in Texas except this dick.
No, bro, definitely this dick.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if this is something we can include, but just really funny. Evan was like, Josh will be here. We're going to grab dinner so all of us can be lonely boys together. Or he said, we're going to grab dinner so now all of us lonely boys can grub. And I said, I mean, what you mean, bro? I got hoes out in Houston. And then he sent a picture of like the SpongeBob, like me and my 3 friends. And it's his hand and he goes, the hoes out in Houston. And I was like, hey, man, I didn't need that.
So you ain't got no bitches.
I don't got no bitches. All right, guys, we're out. Bye.